30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Check 52 to Mike. Keep it up, defense.
New draw Corker.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 9 now. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pull it high.
Check 4.
Now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Five.
Check 55 to Mike.
Now.
Check 55 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Here we go.
Big rip.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Running with Howard. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. To show respect to him. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's got Rome. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now Howard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
50. Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 4. First down, Miami.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Nice, sweetheart. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Back to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I got you, pop. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, check one. Watch it,
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 50. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
55's Mike, guys. 55. Hey, tight.
Protein spill.
Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
3rd and 8.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Hey, Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
2nd and 11. And he slings one that's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bullock's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 18 Gator. Come on. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. Go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
56, Mike, 56. Get your swerve on. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Parker unable to get that one.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Check. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
On the default. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
50, plant. Check, 55 to right. Come off the ball.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Parker the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go now. 10 too far. Hey, exit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Ready?
line.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Gotta do better. Hey, Delta, General West.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, here we go. 55's Mike, guys.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Hey, wahoo!
55's the Mike.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Mike 55, Mike 55. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. McCaffrey. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
70, Indy.
Defense wins championship.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
18 Gator.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I've been told my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
2nd and 5. And this is caught. It's Parker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Ready. 8, read. 55.
Check pass. Check pass.
Check go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Logan, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it's caught by Parker. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. 36 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bengals.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again to Howard. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score, Bengals 26, Dolphins.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, check right. Watch it, get by. Here we go. Deuce. Hit it.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's kind of...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line. Today,